Well, Coach, 10 games into the season, what have you noticed about your team? There's so many new players that you've had to kind of gel together. How is that going?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the climate we're in, right? The new teams, but hopefully it's not like that every year where we have a whole new staff and a whole new roster. But no, I'm glad. I'm happy with the progress we've made. We've gotten better. We need a lot more to do, and it's only going to get more difficult with us getting closer to a conference play.
You have players that have a lot of experience, just not playing together outside of these 10 games. How is the leadership kind of forming on this team? Because you had guys that were leaders on other teams. Who's kind of stepping up here?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that kind of everybody does in a little, because leadership takes a lot of different forms, and continuity is underrated still to this day. So the more reps we get together, and we can stay healthy, it'll continue to get better, I think.
Terrence Brown has been just such a reliable guy, and Don McHenry. Those are the guys you see kind of carrying the scoring load the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, I've told both of them. I think what if the teams are going to do? Like, they're going to watch the games. They're going to kind of take your scoring away from you. So the challenge for them is to be able to, one, find other ways to score, and also do other things besides score.
You've spent so many years inside the Delta Center. What's it going to be like going back as a Utah head coach?
Oh, hopefully it'll be accompanied with a win. But yeah, no, I think it's fun for our guys. It's fun for the fans, and it's not far away, and it's a great opportunity with the triple header. So looking forward to it.
And with the Big 12 conference scheduled right around the corner, to play an SEC team like Mississippi State is going to be a good barometer. You already played one in Ole Miss, but is this kind of a good test going into the final stretch of non-conference?
Yeah, no, it's exactly what I told our guys. It's a great test, and it's only going to get harder when we get into the Big 12. So it's a great test for us.
10 games is obviously minuscule on the grand scale, but so far, how do you feel the Alex Jensen imprint is being put back onto Utah basketball?
Yeah, good question. I think, since I got here, we can take a long-term approach to it. You're trying to establish something, but I think that, just like our team, will continue to get better.
What has been your biggest takeaway from non-conference play so far?
How much better we could be. My message to our guys and to our group is don't beat ourselves, and I think we'll be fine as long as we limit that, but not beating ourselves.
You mentioned, there's a ton of new teams in this current landscape, just with the way everything works out. To peak in March, how is the team able to do that?
Yeah, that's another thing I've told them. Like, we have to do it together, and the teams, the good teams always peak in March. And that's not done individually or with your own individual goals, but I think as a group, and I told them this too, there'll be plenty of peaks and valleys, and to peak in March is not easy. It'll be difficult, but that's the hope and the goal.
I asked about the team identity. How about more so on the scheme side? How are they gathering your game plans, your overall approach to basketball, and putting it up?
It's gotten better. I mean, we, with injuries and stuff, we're not as big as we might have been, and rebounding is a huge one. Every game we won last game, even though the other team Cal Baptist had 17 more shots, and we were fortunate. But the lesson is that's only going to get more difficult. But I think you got to guard. If you want to play, you gotta guard and defend, and that's what gives you a chance in college for sure.
Well, same kind of question. So many new players. How have you guys gelled these first 10 games of the year?
I feel like we gelled real good. Taking it day by day, especially being a first-year program, a first-year team actually. We just do a lot of stuff off the court, so we can build a lot of team chemistry, especially me and us being on the court. Just being with each other every day definitely is going to build that team chemistry. So when we get on the court, we feel like we've been playing with each other.
Yeah, it's not like you guys don't have any experience, just at other schools. You come here and try to develop that team chemistry. How's that going?
I feel like it's going well. We got a lot of mature players here. So especially a lot of transfers as well, but we're taking it day by day.
How's it been playing for Coach Jensen?
It's been great, especially a coach having that much experience. And another thing that he actually played here, so I'm learning a lot from him, not just on the court, off the court as well. So it's been a great experience for me as well.
You, Terrence, Don, there's a lot of guys that can beat you on this team. Is that kind of one of the weapons, is the versatility, and they can't concentrate on one guy?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's definitely like our MO of the team. We just got different players that can just pick it up. For anybody on the team can have 21st any night. So I think that's just the good part about this team.
Have you played in an NBA arena?
No, it's gonna be my first time.
What's that going to be like, just walking into the Delta Center?
It's gonna be a great experience for me. Eventually, later on in my career, I would like to play there a lot, all the time. But this time, just live in the moment and cherish it.
Dana mentioned the versatility, all the different players making different plays. Where do you see your role with the team now, a few weeks in?
I feel like my role with the team is, especially coming in at first. I'm a junior now, so I got to step into the role of just being like one of the leaders, of this team. But I feel like I'm more like the point forward of this team. I'm able to create for myself, create for others, and also like be able to score as well.
You mentioned being a new team experience, but you guys are playing together for the first time. How important is it to peak in March and get to that point?
I feel like it's very important. I think we're just gonna take it day by day, just keep living in the moment, like I said, and when we get there, we'll be ready.
Yeah, what's been the biggest takeaway so far in non-conference play?
The biggest takeaway for us, non-conference play, I'll say just staying consistent. I think for us, it's staying consistent and just not like taking our foot off the gas and just certain teams that we know we're supposed to beat, just get them out the gym.
Big 12, probably the best conference in the country. You already played an SEC team in Ole Miss and beat them. How important is it to have a good showing against another SEC team on Saturday?
I think we're preparing really well for this game on Saturday, especially this being an SEC school. Another test for us. Just go out there, execute our things, and just be ready. We're preparing in practice every day. Just get ready for this game. So I think we should be a good win for us.
Well, 10 games into the season, you guys, such a new group coming in. How do you guys think you've meshed together these first 10 games?
Yeah, so I think we've had some good games, but obviously we've also had some games where we see we got to improve on some things, got to be more consistent. But I think like we're getting better. That's the main thing.
What has it been like playing for Coach Jensen? How has he kind of motivated you and helped you guys gel together?
Like obviously he knows a lot about basketball. He's been around the game for so long, so like he can help us like, individually, but especially as a team. Like he knows what we have to do individually to get better as a team.
A lot of you guys have a lot of experience coming in, but not playing together. How does that experience at other schools help you guys kind of become a team on your own?
Like everybody brings their habits and what they've been taught at other schools and other programs. So we kind of got to merge and get the system down that we want to do here. So that is definitely a change. Everybody's got to start like do the team thing, and we're getting there. Obviously it's a change for everyone because almost everyone is new and from a different program. So it is a challenge, but we're getting better.
Have you ever played in an NBA arena before?
I haven't, no.
How excited are you for Saturday?
No, it'll be fun. Like, I've been down to Delta Center to watch a Jazz game, and it's really cool to think we're going to go down there and play ourselves down there, yeah.
And to play an SEC team, it's going to be a nice measuring stick for you.
Oh, for sure. It's a good team, a good conference, so it'll be a good challenge.
How do you feel your play style is kind of gelling with Alex Jensen's, and how is that adjustment going with learning his coaching strategies?
Yeah, so we have clear things that we're supposed to do, and while doing that, we can play freely. But for me, it's right now I'm kind of playing a lot like just a shooter, and I'm starting to get a lot more confidence in the play style in myself. So yeah, I'm starting to have a lot more fun and be more confident out there.
How important is that to be able to play a little freely, like you said, as a shooter?
I mean, it's very important. I mean, as a shooter, you can you're capable of just waiting for the ball and shooting. I can do that, but I think it gives the team a lot more if I can do more than just stand and wait for the ball and shoot. Yeah.
What's been the team's biggest takeaway from non-conference play so far?
I think we got to be more consistent. There's games where we get up 15, 20, and then we let teams slowly get back into it. And then in the end, it's way closer than it has to be. So, we just got to be more consistent. When we get a team, you got to keep our foot on the throttle, keep going, and get the win.
How's the leadership kind of developed? I mean, Don McHenry's played, 5 years? Terrence Brown has a lot of experience. Keanu Dawes, the one returning guy. How's the leadership kind of developed?
Yeah, so obviously we got leaders on and off the court, and especially like during these games where we aren't consistent. Like guys speak up, and of course that's very important.